Hello everyone, welcome back to AI Tech One. In today's video, we are going to explore one of the latest and most exciting feature in Salesforce Agentforce Conversation Client API, also known as ACC API. Before I proceed, let me give you some overview about it, what exactly it is, and what's the purpose of using Agentforce Conversation Client API or ACC API. Just imagine that you have created multiple agents. I'm talking about employee agents. So in this case, in my instance, I have created two different agents. One agent name I give is agent two. In this, I have added only general FAQ sub agent, and my another agent is agent force default. And in this, I have added some sub agents with with performing actions, and both the agents will be activated. Now my question to all of you is that how are we going to switch from one agent to another? So this question is mainly for those who are working in the agent force field. So it's very simple. What you have to do, when you will get an agent force icon here. When you click on this agent force icon, this agent force pop window will open, and here you can switch from one agent to another. See this. So by default, agent force default. But let's suppose I just want to switch to another agent, so I can change from here. I just click on agent to select, and I will switch to another agent, a different agent. So this is a manual operation. We can easily do that. Or else there is one more way. Let's suppose if we have multiple users, so we can assign different agents to different users simply by navigating to their properties. Let's suppose I open agent 2, and when we open the agent properties, so we have the access section, and from the access section we can set that this agent or this particular agent will be available with which profile user. So we can assign profile. So we have options for that. Yeah, so we can go to agent access, and we can assign this agent to a specific user, a specific profile user. So that is easy. That we have done a lot of time, and you guys also have used this functionality. But I'll tell you one very interesting thing. What if we can place the options here to launch the agent? That looks interesting. That sounds interesting. There, you don't have to click on you don't have to navigate to the agent force icon, first of all. Then you do not need to switch from one agent to a different agent. So what I'm talking about is that can I place an agent? Can I place a component here? Can I place some Lightning Web component here, and through which we can launch the agents based on the requirement type. So you can say I just add multiple LWC component. One component will launch agent force default, and another component will launch agent 2. And not only we can launch, we can open the agents, but we can send messages, we can open it, and we can close this. Let me show you an example. I've already prepared one example. Let me show you that. So you can see what I have done. I have already created one component, and in this component, you can see there are two buttons. So right now I have created a component only to launch one agent, but in same manner, we can create another Lightning Web component to launch a different agent. Like this way, we can place two components side by side to launch both the agents simultaneously. So I click on open agent, you can see the agent open, and if I click close agent, it will close the agent. And even let's suppose if I just set the agent 2 as a default agent, and let me close this, but when I click on open agent, you see it will open only this agent for me. So this is the benefit of using, or that's the advantage of using the agent force conversation client API, that we can launch the agents directly from our Lightning Web component. So this is the that's the benefit of this. That's the purpose of this example. So if you ever wanted to open an agent force panel from a Lightning Web component and close it programmatically, or send the prompt directly to your AI agents without any manual interaction, then this video is for you. So let's get started. And before we start, if you are new to this channel, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my YouTube channel. There you can see a lot of other videos on Salesforce and Agentforce and integration concepts. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will not miss any upcoming videos and you will receive the notification alerts. So first of all, let's try to understand what is the Agentforce Conversation Client. So basically, Agentforce Conversation Client, it's a client-side framework provided by Salesforce and that allow developers to interact with Agentforce conversational programmatically. So instead of requiring users to manually open the Agentforce, they can launch they can launch or they can open the Agentforce panel directly from the Lightning Web Component as we did in this example. Or you can think of ACC API as a bridge between your custom Lightning component and the Agentforce AI assistant. And using ACC API, we can not only we can open the Agentforce panel, but we can close the Agentforce panel. We can launch we can send the prompt, we can start conversation, and we can launch the contextual AI experience and without AI, so all without requiring the user to manually interact with the agent force window. So let's see how are we going to implement this. And for this, we need to create a Lightning Web component first. So here is my Lightning Web component. And as you can see, I have already created one component name as Agent Force Operations. And in this component, the very first is in the JavaScript, I set the is exposed to true. And I place this on record page, app page, and home page. So this also you can do. Next, let's switch to the HTML. And in the HTML part, what I've done, I have designed my component. First, I created a lightning card, then division class, and then I added three buttons. One button for opening to open the agent. Second button is to close the agent, and the third button is to send a prompt to the agent. So three buttons I have created, and along with that, I created one lightning input to get the prompt from the user. Then on button 1, handle open, button 2, handle close, and button 3, handle execute. So that's the HTML part. And you can design your HTML as per your requirement instead of buttons. If you want to use hyperlinks, you can use that also. That wouldn't be a problem. Or you can do like this. You can create separate components and instead of sending prompt, if you don't want to send the prompt and you don't want to give the close button, you just want to give a hyperlink to open, that you can also do. So you can create one link to in one component you can add one single link to launch a agent force panel. So that you can do. Now in JavaScript, the important is the this library. You can see. So I have imported Lightning slash ACC API. This is the module I was talking about. So this is the module which was introduced in summer 2026. Okay, this is the module which launched in summer 2026, and this is the API which can be used or module this can be used to call to perform the operations on the agent force panel. So I have added all the three actions: open action, close action, and execute action. These are the three actions we can perform. Open is this will help to launch the agent force panel. Close is it will help to close the agent force panel, and execute is to send a message from the LWC to the agent force panel. Now, next I have declared one bot ID. Now, the question is how do we get this bot ID and what is a bot ID? So this bot ID will be your ID of your agent force. And the question is how can we get this? So in order to get this, it's very simple what you have to do. In this case, I'm launching this agent force default one, and I just open this agent force panel here. And you can see in the builder, I can see this ID. That's the ID. Copilot equals to ID. So I copy this ID from here and I will switch to my Visual Studio Code and I paste it here. See, that's the same ID. Then I declare a prompt. So this prompt will help to get input from the user from the input box, and then this prompt will store the changes. And now here what I have done, instead of calling the function directly, I use asynchronous handle open and await open this dot bot ID. So when we say this dot bot ID, what it will do, it will launch this bot ID and console.log. And if it failed to load, so we can display a error message. In same manner, if a user click on the close button, close agent will call handle close, and on the handle close, I write await close. It will close whatever agent or whatever agent panel will be open. It will close that one only. And in the handle execute, when we click on this button, so what it will do two operations. First of all, it will open the panel first, and then it will send the prompt to bot ID, to this dot bot ID. And this prompt we have received from, we get this prompt from the user input. So that's the way, okay. So that's the way we can launch a Agentforce panel directly from our Lightning Web component. So finally, I'll just save this component and deploy this. Now let's switch and test it whether this component really works or not. This operation works or not. So I switch to my Salesforce. I place the Lightning component here. Now I click on open agent. You can see the agent launched, and then we can ask questions. We can perform operations. If I click on close agent, it will close the agent. And again, if I'll open this and I type here, let's say hello, and I say send to agent. So see, the same message will be post on the agent force panel. And if I'll just, so in this agent force, I have added opportunity management, and there's an action which will help me to fetch the stage of an opportunity. So I just write, what's the, or I just write here, tell me stage of an opportunity named as Edge SLA. And when I click on this button, you can see the message post here, and what it will do, it will perform the operation and it will do that. In same manner, if I would like to create a record, that also we can do, or if you want to do some currency conversion. So I have added one component, currency conversion, where we'll be calling an external API. So I just write, give me converted amount for 100 USD to INR. And when I say send to agent, so it will execute the operation. See this converted amount. So that's the way we can invoke, that's the way we can launch the Agentforce panel directly from the Lightning Web component. Now, ACC API has some limitations because, like every new technology, there are certain limitations. So in same manner, ACC API also has some limitations. Number one, it works only inside Salesforce Lightning Experience. Number one, responses are shown in the Agentforce panel rather than being returned directly to your LWC. Commands are processed sequentially, and you need a valid Agentforce agent ID. So right now, Salesforce is continuously enhancing the API. So we may expect more capabilities in future release. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video, share it with your colleagues, subscribe to the AITechone channel, and click the notification bell so you will never miss out our latest Salesforce and Agentforce tutorial. And if you have any questions about ACC API or Agentforce development, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.